Call the meeting of the Postville Community School District Board of Education to order. Welcome all the visitors, both here and out there in TV land. Can I get a motion for approval of the agenda?
So moved.
Motion by Eric, second by Larry for approval of the agenda. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Carries. Any items to be removed from the consent agenda? With none heard, looking for a motion to approve the consent. We do have a couple of additions to the consent agenda. You guys all have a copy of them. So, yeah, so look for a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Make the motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Motion by Greg, second by Amy to approve the consent agenda. All in favor say aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Superintendent's report.
Yes, so you can see the floor, that new carpet here. So the original carpet was there when they built the building, and it was starting to unravel, and at the edge it was starting to come up a little bit. So last summer when we did all of our flooring work, we bought additional flooring for this space here, and this is those tiles. You can see that the patterns are kind of coordinated, but we had Kanako from Monona come and do this, so it looks pretty nice and last us for a very long time, hopefully. And so I just want to point that out. And then the vote for the football brackets was approved by the boys union, but now the Department of Ed will take it up on Thursday, and they'll vote on it then to make it basically a legal document. They always have to have the final blessing on that. So that is this Thursday coming up. And I'm going to attend, they have a Zoom meeting for that. I'm going to listen in on that and see how that goes. But usually the Department of Ed will go with a recommendation of what the girls or boys union or associations present to them. So that's coming up. So that's all I had.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Duggar. Move on to, which one wants to go first? Okay,
I don't have too much today. Just beginning a new semester in the junior senior high, so all new classes. Students are all scheduled. Good transition this semester. Ms. Moss does a lot of work getting schedules set, reset for any kid that needs changes made. We try to get those done before break and then adjust as needed when we get back. We did have, or by Thursday, we'll have 6 new students starting already here in January. 5 of them we would consider our newcomers coming directly from out of country. One of them's, I think, coming from Virginia, so not a newcomer, but out of state enrollment. Also, tomorrow we will be welcoming some guests from Mount Vernon High School. They used to bring up students every year prior to COVID, and that kind of put a damper on everything. But they have at Mount Vernon High School, they have a J term, which is a couple weeks in January where they do a 1 course for an entire day, and they hammer out interesting classes. I think this one has something, generally this one is a topic of immigration, migration, migrants, things like that. And in the past, it's been a great experience for our kids. We'll have a panel of our students that they can talk to, and they'll get a tour, they'll eat lunch with us, and then they'll be on their way. So they're here for about 3 hours. So that's something we've done in the past and is now back post-COVID, I guess. Something we enjoy doing, sharing the greatness of our students and our diversity here at Postville, and people like to come learn about us, and hopefully we can educate them on some of that information.
It's like what Mr. Knudsen said, we had a great start so far. I had a building meeting after school, and that's what the teacher said. Kids were excited to be back. Behaviors have been good. And we also have had some new students. It was about 4 new families, but they all came in together, so I'm not quite sure. They haven't started yet. We're still waiting on like immunizations and things, but These families are coming from Nicaragua. They, I think like third grade and maybe like fifth and sixth grade are the ages of these students. So we are getting some new students after the first of the year. So we're excited about that. And a little different in our building compared to your building on scheduling. And we had some professional development before break, or right after break, on emotional poverty, and the teachers were learning about the working of the brain and how emotions affect the brain, and I thought that was well received. So other than that, I'm excited to be kind of back full time and slowly working back, and the kids are happy to not see me on my scooter, but I was really speedy fast with the scooter, and now I'm not quite as fast. So, but it is, it's kind of, it's nice to be back and be with the kids. So that's about all.
Thank you, principals. Move on to line item 7, School Budget Review Committee Modified Supplement Amount Request for 2023-2024 At-Risk Dropout Prevention Program.
So this is something that has been in law for probably 20 plus years. This allows for school districts to request for some additional spending authority to cover at-risk programs and dropout programs. And in the packet, I explained some different Iowa code definitions and what they mean, and how that kind of all falls into line with what this is and what it encompasses. And so basically, a couple positions are covered 100% under this amount of money, but we also do partial. And I've had experiences, this has been a good experience, I think, for Postville to have this. We've built it up a little bit over the years, and there's a lot more flexibility now than it was a few years ago. And I think these programs are good for our kids and good for our school system. And so it's just something we do typically starting about this time frame in anticipation for the new budget year coming up for fiscal year 24. Board needs to approve it.
Entertain a motion and a second on the School Budget Review Committee Modified Supplement Amount Request for the 2023-4 At-Risk Dropout Prevention Program.
I'll make a motion to approve that.
I'll second.
Motion by Amy, second by Larry. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Items for the February board meeting.
So next, in a couple weeks, we're going to go to the budget meeting on January 31st at Keystone, and we're going to start working on preliminary budget figures for fiscal year 24, and then we'll be working on other items in preparation for the next school year. So usually the budget time is usually when we start that preparation, and we have to wait for the legislature to approve state funding, and once that gets approved, then we can move into more granular detail about what the budget numbers will look like for us.
Okay, that I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make the motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Motion by Greg, second by Amy. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Perfect. Meeting adjourned.